all know that you always have this time of the year when you travel a lot. For us, happened to be the very first month of the season, and also coincidentally, we just also have a pretty roady preseason. You know, we travel a lot in the preseason too, so we've been on the road a lot, and that's okay. You know, at the end of this long road trip we got right in front of us, we're going to be at home for a little bit, so you know it gets better.
Have you noticed a drop in defensive communication or talking since Damari's been out? Because you guys seem to miss him a lot.
Damari's important for us, obviously. So, you know, he's a great defensive player. When you miss players, you know, it's going to be a challenge. I know for a fact that we have enough talent to win without him or without anybody else, for that matter. And we had to find a way to play well anyway, you know, especially when it's just a couple games type of injury. You just got to find a way to play well and win games. We lost 3 in a row. One of them we were completely out of the game, but the other 2 we were right there. And you know, you're not going to win all the close games. We won some early, and we lost a few after. So it's going to be pretty much like that in any close game you play. We just got to try to stay away from close game. You know, try to get ahead on the scoreboard and close games with a little bit of room.
Corey's minutes in San Antonio over the last few years were sort of sporadic. How much did you know about his game kind of coming into this season?
I know he was a good player. I also played against him in the international with Canada, so I knew he can play. But he's showing things that I didn't know he could do. He's a good player. He's going to be a good player in this league.
What's surprised you most about what he's been able to do over the last?
It's just like, you know, I didn't have the chance to see him play with this confidence before. So he's getting minutes. And, you know, he's closing some games, and that, I think also the fact that he came home, you know, gives him a little boost. People is happy with him. He's happy to be here. We need him. He's important for us. All those things, you know, I think created some sort of extra confidence for him, a little boost. And he's playing really well right now. Like I said, he's a good player. He's going to be a good player in this league.
You guys have a couple of nicks and bruises, but New Orleans also pretty banged up right now, and rough start to the season for them. Just may or may not have Anthony Davis in the lineup tonight. Just what kind of challenge does a team like that present, knowing that they only have 1 win on it?
It's tough. You know, we had to play Philly a couple days ago, and it's always a problem because they're going to win sometime, you know. So you don't want to be that team, the team that ended up giving them the first win. And today is a little bit of the same. It's worse because they had a bad record. They only won 1 game, but they got a lot of talent. They got probably one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and they got a lot of players who can play really well around him. So he's a good team. It's not going to be a team that lose 7 games out of 8. So, you know, it's a little challenge for us. We got to treat this game, forgetting about their record, not pay attention to that, and treat them the way they are, a good basketball team that really wants to win. And the fact that they won in 7 is going to make them come with a little extra motivation and a little extra energy. So we got to match that and forget about the record and play like they are like 500 or they're Golden State.
This year, you're on pace to set a career high for three-pointers attempted by a wide margin. Is that something you're enjoying right now, getting to play that role, getting to shoot those shots?
Oh, you know, the NBA is moving in that direction, and you know, we all know how effective the three-point shot is in the basketball game today. So, you know, I'm trying to adapt. That's the way teams are playing, and I'm trying to get better, and that's an area I could get better. So it's going well for now. Hopefully we continue to do that.
Is it something you've always had in your game, or is it something that you've
I've
had
been
to
working a lot on it the last couple of years. This year I'm getting more confidence. To credit the coaches a lot on that. And, you know, when you have confidence, you do more things.
With, you know, Terrence and Damari are supposed to be 2 of the guys who take more of the three-pointers on this team. With them out, do you feel extra, not pressure, but, you know, you need those shots. You know those shots need to be
I
required.
believe my amount of shots will be pretty much the same in any situation in the team. You know, it's just whatever the game gives you. We gotta, you know, I'm just trying to help the team win, and obviously we got 2 guys that are our main offensive focus, which is Kyle and Demar. Then we also have Jonas, who's been playing really well offensively, and he's our 5, and he's our inside first option. So, everybody else, we just need to play around the game and just play the game, be smart, move, play very hard. And the ball's going to find energy first, and then the game's going to give you whatever the game's going to give you. So we got to be ready to take whatever shots out there, whatever options are out there, and try to help the team win. But knowing the main focus is going to go to those guys.
When you were a young player, could you imagine yourself being a three-point shooter?
I'm not a three-point shooter. I can't imagine being a three-point shooter now. I didn't before, and I don't now.